The much-awaited cabinet was partially unveiled Friday afternoon. Cabinet Secretaries Judy Wahungu, Clopa Mailu, Phyllis Kandie, Dan Kazungu, Jacob Kaimani and Hassan Wario being among those who failed to retain their positions but instead had somewhat a soft landing after being handed ambassadorial positions. Judy Wahungu has been nominated as ambassador to France, Clopa Mailu as Kenya's representative at the UN in Geneva, Switzerland. Kiema Kilonzo becomes the country's ambassador to Uganda, Dan Kazungu ambassador to Tanzania, while Lazarus Amayo will be the country's representative to the UN in New York. Former Labour Cabinet Secretary Phyllis Kandie has been named the country's ambassador to Belgium, Luxembourg and EU. Her former agriculture counterpart Willibet ambassador to India and Jacob Kaimani as Kenya's representative to UNESCO in Paris. CS Hassan Wario has been named ambassador to Austria. The surprise entrance to the cabinet is media personality Farida Karunei, who has been nominated as Lands Cabinet Secretary, replacing Professor Jacob Kaimani.
For Cabinet Secretary to Parliament of Farida Karunei, the CAS will be Gideon Mungaro, and the PS will continue to be Nicholas Muraguri. Labour and Social Protection. I have forwarded the name of Uhuru Kenyatta for Cabinet Secretary. The CAS, Abdul Bahari. PS Social Protection, Pensions and Senior Citizen Affairs will continue to be Susan Mwachachi.
Former Nairobi County Women Representative Rachel Shebesh is also headed to the Public Service, Gender and Youth Affairs Ministry after being named Chief Administrative Secretary in a docket that will be spearheaded by Professor Margaret Kobia, who was, until her nomination, the immediate former chairperson of the Public Service Commission.
We'll be forwarding to Parliament the name of Margaret Kobia to be the Cabinet Secretary for the Public Service, Youth and Gender Affairs. Working with her in the newly created position of Chief Administrative Secretary will be Rachel Shebesh. The Permanent Secretary for Public Service and Youth will be Lillian Omolo. The Principal Secretary for Gender will be Safina Kwekwe.
President Uhuru Kenyatta has reassigned Water CS Eugene Wamalwa in the devolution portfolio, taking over from Wangi Kiunjuri, who will now serve as Agriculture CS. Another surprise move is that of former Foreign Affairs CS Amina Mohammed to the Ministry of Education.
Ministry of Education, the Cabinet Secretary Amina Mohammed, the CAS will be Honorable Kachapin, the PS Early Learning and Basic Education, Dr. Belio Kipsang, the PS University Education and Research, Professor Japheth Mesheni Ntiba, the PS Post Training and Skills Development will be Zainab Hussein.
The Vocal Coast Regional Coordinator Nelson Mara has been promoted to the Devolution Ministry as a Principal Secretary. Aden Mohammed has been retained as CS Industrialization, while his defense counterpart Rachel Omamo will have to wait before she is reassigned. Brenda Czeda, Channel 1 News.